Yeah, that would solve inequality. We're live, by the way.
Everything.
Good plan, everyone.
Okay.
That's it. It was a great.
I disagree.
No, it was your plan. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you talked me out of it.
That's fair. See, that's what happened. You
confused.
pitched it, and I said no. But over time, I decided, and you backed off from it. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Topflight. It's a superhero RPG where brave heroes defend the world from the things that superheroes defend the world from: alien invasions, ghost invasion, a lot of invasions. Not inequality. It's not a superhero's job. It's not what they're here for. But welcome to anyone here to check out some super lighthearted fun. The team never dies because they have extra dice, even though I seem to really try because I throw very high CR things at them. Willy flipping nilly. Hi everyone. Say hello to cyberspace.
Hello.
Cyberspace.
Mm-hmm. I didn't realize.
Cyberspace.
Yeah, this is cyberspace we do this for.
Hello, World Wide Web.
I thought this was on a television network called UPN, and I was informed, one, that hasn't been a thing for a long time, and two, it's not even on a television network.
Blurry?
It's on something called Twitch, which I thought was a dancer. Does anybody get that reference?
No,
Twitch?
that one, no.
No.
Okay, cool. I think he was on So You Think You Can Dance. I don't remember. Some girls told me about it sometime, and I was paying a lot of attention. In any case, we're gonna get into a game here. We are missing one of our core players. Armament will maybe make an appearance kind of as an NPC, but is not going to be present tonight. But we are running with a limited crew as a new event begins in Topflight here with issue number 18. Because
Oh my God.
comic books always have to have new events beginning. I don't know if any of you players are looking, but you see there in the if you see in the like the title of this issue, it's like, ooh, an event is starting, because that's
Intense horror scenarios.
Oh no.
Oh no, my thing needs to reload.
I was about to say I did it wrong.
Oh, I
There
don't
we
know.
go.
We don't know what's going to happen to us tonight.
There might be intense horror
It's like,
scenarios.
that's not what I signed up for.
We have
Does
to go find something that just like one-shotted Shinobi Red. This could contain intense horror scenarios.
It could. It should say Topflight number 18. Yes? No?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shinobi Red is missing.
Yeah. Oh.
A new event. Rescue Red. starts
Rescue
here.
Red. See, what I've been doing is I keep looking at comic books and getting inspiration for the nonsense ways the covers advertise things, and then the solicits that precede those. Anyway, guys, enough talking about comic books. This is a superhero RPG. Because we have an even number of players, there is not going to be a prologue. Sorry, guys. That's what
Or
happens.
we
Dang.
get both.
Or you get two prologues.
Yeah.
Or I'll give you two options, and you can't pick either one.
Oh, that's a great idea. Do that
All
one.
right.
Do that
So
one.
yes, the two options for the prologue tonight.
No, I
Would
want to
you
pick one.
like to see a flashback featuring? Would you like to see a flashback featuring Tatiana Temple, back towards the end of Project Dynamo? Or would you like to see a flashback of Shinobi Red telling Meridian what to do in case the Order of the Severed Heart ever get her?
Shinobi Red.
Well, we can't vote. There's an even number. of
Yeah,
you.
we can't vote.
It'll be a deadlock. That's the problem.
I vote for a weird house in Massachusetts.
Okay, cool. Excellent. Good. Write-in candidates. You guys should always be able to just write in Rocky Jumper. That's a great plan.
Oh, yes. Written in now.
Anyway, those are the two options. You don't get to pick either one. But what you do get to pick is a plan moving forward. So yes, we'll give a quick recap. While investigating Project Dynamo, a shady organization that was shuttered several years ago, shortly before, right around the time that Tatiana Temple rose to prominence as the Cleopatra of crime. During the course of your investigations, you discovered that Shinobi Red, the senior-most member of Topflight, the only survivor of the previous incarnation, has been using Shinobi Steel, I would say very lifelike, but let's be more accurate, kind of a lifelike-esque, an almost lifelike reproduction of herself, a robot. This robot had shared Shinobi's absence with a couple of, or Shinobi and the robot had shared this absence with a few players, but with a few of the superheroes. But things came to a head. Findon and V were especially confused, and to make matters worse, it appears something has now happened to Shinobi, and someone else took control of that robot and tried to kill you all with it. Fortunately, you are Topflights who are able to dispatch a pretty serious mechanical fighter, and upon doing so, you unanimously decided to pause your investigations into the mysterious goings-on with Project Dynamo, as well as into some random person who seemed to summon a dragon, and instead have decided to go off and see if you can rescue Shinobi. You know where she is, in Okinawa. You don't really know much beyond that. You got a couple of leads about her history, about the monastery of the Severed Heart, where she seemed to train in some kind of Snake Eyes Storm Shadow scenario with her rival Nightheart, whom you are all sort of aware of and looked into the history about. So we are going to begin with Topflight in kind of the hangar, preparing to get aboard a Top Gun, presumably about to be piloted by V, because that's her thing. And I will, however, say here that Armament is basically Armament will sort of say that Synth Devil has requested that a couple of other people maybe remain here. At least someone else stick around. And Armament says he might want to stay here because he's been sort of fielding calls with Lance and Gonzalo, so he's kind of he's taking that role for now, so he'll continue interfacing with them. The rest of you, however, thanks to Armament chatting, you have been cleared to enter Japanese airspace. They would prefer you keep things very quiet. By they, that is the United States Department of Defense, since things are kind of since things are weird, so they would love for you to not have this be like a big public thing that happens there, but you have been cleared to enter the airspace. So Armament will say, all right, I'm going to make cool weapons while I stand here and, do doctor stuff.
What a great impression of Dan.
It was, it's probably the one I've worked on the most. So I'm happy to hear that.
So are we just...
let the guy know that we left, right?
Well, we haven't left yet, right? We've been cleared to go.
Okay.
Armament's staying.
You've been cleared to go, yes. So go ahead.
Cleared to go by the guy?
By Lance Chen?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rear Admiral. Yeah, he's like, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not one of the countries that might create an international incident by us.
Upon him hearing you were going to
secretly.
Japan, he's like, that's fine. That's fine.
Excellent.
Should we still give Don like sunglasses to conceal himself though?
Well,
And the
to
cap.
that end.
And a cap.
A hoodie.
So are we just going
cap.
straight to Okinawa? Is that everyone's plan that we're just gonna
Yes.
immediately hop on the plane?
Yeah.
Okay. Then as everyone's gathering, I'll just sort of like you're all sort of geared up, ready to go, and like Findon kind of comes in last and doesn't look particularly put together. Like, his suspenders aren't over his shoulders; they're kind of like hanging down in like that casual walking around thing. And he just says to you all, "Look, I've been thinking a lot, and given what has been going on here, given the incident that happened yesterday, I think that
It was yesterday, yes.
God, it was yesterday.
yesterday,
My gosh.
and given that there's a lot of scrutiny on us right now, I think it's a real bad look for me to go out with you all.
Listen, this is going to be a covert mission. We're not making any waves, and whatever Shinobi's into, we're going to need your help.
all the more reason for me to not go. Because I don't know if you guys know this, covert is not really what I do.
Well,
don't
this is
know.
a good learning experience for you.
So, I will assist you from here. I'll do whatever Synth Devil needs. I know I'm at least better at texting than he is. I'm fairly okay at computers.
I am very good at texting when using official equipment designed by myself, not my iPhone.
So, I'll assist you here, and if there are more than one Top Gun. If things go wrong, we'll be in constant communication. I will get on the Maverick, which is much
There's
faster
more
than, the
than
Goose.
one Top Gun.
There are several.
Top flight.
And
Aren't
in
those
fact,
top flights?
No, Top Gun is
Top
what
Gun.
you
Top
guys
Gun.
decided
We are
to
Top
call
Flight.
them. You were Top
Yeah, they're
Flight.
Top Gun.
We've decided you call all the
I made a
planes
joke,
Top
Kids
and
are
that's
also
what they're
top
called now.
flight.
So yes, no, you and in fact, yeah, Lumen, you look around and there's a good number up here in the hangar.
So I will take one of these smaller single-person ones that's faster,
Hmm.
and I'll be able to reach you if something goes wrong.
A top pistol.
But I just think it's too dicey for me to be out there while we're still under scrutiny, while both the UN and the Department of Defense is watching our actions. And I think it just sets a good precedent that we are willing to police ourselves. If I am under scrutiny for my actions, that I stay behind and don't go directly back out into the field while people are watching over my perceived having injured someone gravely.
I think that is an excellent idea, Findon. I just wish you do not succumb to the darkness through your isolation.
I'll be fine.
Yes.
How many people can fit in the Maverick?
In any Top Gun, you could fit the whole team if necessary.
Okay, I would like to leave a formation
Oh, sure.
to pilot him there. Also, because Vindon, it will not be a good look for you to be flying a plane alone.
That's also a fair point.
So
I will leave a formation.
One formation will stay behind.
There's
in
no
contact with
range
you.
on the. You can go to Tokyo and have a formation out in Connecticut.
We have not talked about that, but
So
Yeah,
no,
like
there's
We'll
can
no
I
find out.
start a portal
I guess we'll
like
find out.
right here and put a portal right in our like
Well,
airplane? Like
if
would
you put a
that
portal
work?
in the
they're autonomous beings. But
the
the
question is-
psychic connection I could imagine
the
would be
psychic connection
not-
might break at some
not
point. But
there.
you
Yeah.
guys do have comms, so it's fine. So in that case, you're sort of staying there. Synth Devil will say, "Very well. It does, however, appear. Well, I would ordinarily say that Topflight should reconvene with the Tokyo 10 if you are going to Japan. But unfortunately, that entire team was killed or grievously wounded. Only 2 survivors. However, we already have a Flight International operative investigating the destruction of the Tokyo 10. I shall put you in contact with him."
What do you mean investigate? Is it not just what happened to everyone else on that same night?
It was, but... well... what happened to them was even more devious. You see, it was not agents of Temple who attacked the Tokyo 10, but ninjas of the Severed Heart. There's like a thunder
Is that
crack in
lightning?
the
Yeah.
distance. Yeah. Happens periodically when he
great.
talks.
That doesn't sound great.
Yes. Good luck. I shall
Alright.
inform this
Should
individual.
we be flying if there's a storm going on?
No,
Like-
it's there's you look out and it's like if there was a storm, it's passing. You're going in the other direction. It's fine. He will mention the contact in question is called Backdraft. And he will sort of say, "I shall tell him to await you in Okinawa Prefecture, not far from the coordinates where last you detected Shinobi Red. I certainly hope you can bring her back alive. It is so important for such a high-value member of the team to still be ahead of me in the hierarchy."
Thank you, Synth. Thank you.
Of course, I'm here to serve and be helpful.
Synth Devil,
Yes.
we'll have video feeds on them when they are out in the field, yes?
Likely.
All right, because worst case scenario, I could actually probably get Rocky Jumper to get me to you guys in like an emergency scenario, and that's much simpler, much stealthier.
I don't know why anyone describes Rocky Jumper as worst case scenario. In any event, good luck and Godspeed, or shall I say devil speed?
All right, ladies, ready?
No, I don't know that you should say that.
Girls' night.
Girls' night.
Have fun.
I really like the
I'll
idea
be
of
here if you need me.
I like the idea of Teleportia saying girls' night, and it's like 11 a.m. She's carrying like 6 breakfast sandwiches onto the plane, like, oh, it's about to get lit up in here, ladies.
Girls' night.
All right, I'll go ahead and on the Top Gun, and shall we take off? Are we good? You got your sandwiches, Teleportia?
Yes.
Awesome. Can I have one?
Want one before we leave?
I mean, that's okay. I can get one
He's
from
staying
the-
with the kitchen. We're not taking
Yeah,
it with
I
us.
can-
Those are
yeah.
for the girls.
I helped with the cook.
Save
This
save
is-
your supplies. I can get as many as I want while I'm here.
But yes, I totally. Do your duplicates also want some too?
Armament will
She's
very
still
happily take one, if you're offering.
Okay.
And he'll like
Good.
half look at Findon as he does. He'll make eye contact with Findon and bite into it. It's good. Yeah. So,
I'm glad.
with that, a Top Gun takes off and travels halfway across the world.
So, Synth Devil, do you need my help with anything?
At this time, I think you should continue finding... Well, I would say you should consider working on your defense, but it seems that by simply stating this individual is not dead, the media kind of got over its little hissy fit.
Well, then if you don't need me, there's definitely research I'd like to do pertaining to stuff we took off of that individual.
I think...
Is there an archive here?
Oh, of course. Come with me. He's like, well, wait. Do you want an archive into just top-flight business, things we've done? Or are you looking for an archive into matters more arcane?
I'll pull up the book on dragons.
Oh, cool.
Trying to get more of a hold on this.
Then in that case, we shall go down to Top Crypt.
I take me to the crypt, Synth Devil.
Understood. Top Crypt, even though it's very low. It's a bit of a joke. Also, see this here. He kind of leads you to a thing, and you have maybe noticed a walk around Top Flight Tower. There is in the middle of the very like Apple store looking, like clean glass and everything, there is this like one hallway that's made of like ancient stone, with like sconces on the wall burning with like iron with like candles.
Oh, I
in
just
them and
figured
such.
I figured that was Synth Devil's bedroom.
Oh, in a sense it is. Except for the part where I need a bed or sleep. But, yeah. Take that candle off the wall. A wall spins around Young Frankenstein style.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
Just be careful. Do not put the candle back while you're still... You'll be fine. Yes, to Top Crypt. And the two of you descend to begin your research into matters arcane. Meanwhile, what is girls' night like on the plane?
V will duplicate and have a formation takeover, and find some. How long is this flight?
I mean, usually a flight
14 hours?
Yeah, usually New York to
Way,
Tokyo would be,
like 20-something hours,
would
right?
be,
Faster.
but yours, yeah, you're in like a supersonic jet, so we'll say it takes about 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah, it's like launching
Oh,
up
okay.
into
Yeah.
space
Oh,
and then coming down.
shit.
You guys are kissing the atmosphere, so yeah. It never quite you feel lighter, but you're never like floating.
We play like the Spice Girls, like I'm blasting them because
Okay.
I have control of the radio.
Yeah.
Just having a great time, having a grand old time in the air.
All right.
Trying to teach Lumen.
I am
the words.
unfamiliar with the word zig ah. What does that mean in your language?
You know, I really want to zig-a-zag ah. It's like I really want you to be my special friend, and just I want for us to all have real special times together. That's what that means.
I see, and that did not flow with the tone. I understand. Okay, so the word zig ah.
It's just words to express more of a feeling.
Yes.
Okay.
Good feeling.
No. Zig ah.
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 Ah. Yeah.
Ah.
Ah.
You all should go out alone more often. It's way better than when I'm around.
Oh my god, this is fantastic. My question is, are you only playing Wannabe the whole time, or are other songs being played? Like, is it just Wannabe on loop? Or are you
it's the
like
Spiced World album?
Oh, okay,
that we've
gotcha.
got
No,
playing.
Yep,
I mean,
understood.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
And we're slowly like explaining 90s pop culture to Lumen as she asks.
Wait, does she ask?
Only if it would be like if it like kind of if someone said like, oh, it's this one thing is similar to this other thing, and then so I'd be like, well, okay, well, what the fuck is the other thing? Because
Understood. Well then, after a very informative journey set to the Spice World soundtrack, is Two Become One on the Spice World soundtrack? Hold on, let me see.
I think it is.
I think that came out before. No.
I feel like they sing a lot of their old songs on it.
Oh, do they?
No, it's not. It's not on there.
Okay.
Oh, hold on though. Did you download the Japanese edition of the Spice World album? Because you guys are going to Japan.
Of course. Yes. Then
You do get a few additional tracks, but Two Become One is not among them. In any case, I guess my only other question is who are you all of like what is your spirit Spice Girl for each of you that you determine over the course of this flight, I would imagine? Is Lumen
Was Baby Spice the only blonde one?
I was
now
gonna
that I'm
say, is
thinking about
Lumen a
it?
Baby
Yeah.
Spice? That was gonna be my guess.
I think
me, Lauren, it was always Sporty Spice, but I feel like V's is posh.
V's
Oh,
very-
no, it's Ginger. It's Ginger.
Actually,
V's
that's
is
right.
ginger.
V's very V's very much a ginger spice.
Which Spice Girl was late to everything?
I feel like Baby.
I mean, it would make sense
No,
for Baby to be.
Posh strikes me as the one.
Posh would be the one running late because she's
Yeah.
Alright,
Sporty
yeah.
would be on time.
And Synth Devil's 100% Scary Spice.
Obviously.
The Wannabe music video is insane, by the way. Anyway.
Yeah.
So the point
The
is,
Spice Girls movie is insane.
Oh, it's amazing. It's the best piece of cinema I've ever seen.
in any case, okay. So as you all, as Posh, Baby, and Ginger, the other thing is you can always just make formations to just be the other ones.
That's true.
As you guys enter Japanese airspace and you head towards sort of the island in Okinawa where this monastery of the Severed Heart was said to be before it was radly destroyed as Teleportia like really read up on.
Yeah.
Teleportia's like, cool ninja fights. But as you're sort of traveling there, I guess the question is, as usual, are you going to sort of land nearby, far to the side, etc., etc.? What is the strategy here?
I'll land a little further away because we can always teleport in.
Understood. So you guys land a bit afield. You do have a standing comm message from your contact here, from Backdraft. And I guess I'll just so what does that say? I guess I'll ask.
That we landed a little further away.
No, what is your message from Backdraft say?
Well, Backdraft's message would say, Ah. Greetings, Topflight. I'm uncertain what it is that you're doing here, but I am happy to be of assistance. You can meet me in the city center. I will be outside a
thank
cafe
you.
waiting.
Oh,
We'll
I
be
am
right
feeling
in.
zig to meet you.
I am honored.
Good job. That was
all
good.
right.
Excellent.
So if Backdraft is in, I did not even. I know they're in Kunigami. Well, we'll say. Hey, roll
Just
it.
just like a central sort of safe area in the city.
Sure.
Something
Well,
that's easy to find.
So Okinawa is not a city. Okinawa is like a region. But go ahead.
Right. Sorry, but wherever. Sorry, I assume we're at some sort of.
Sure. I was sending them to a forest, but that's fine. Roll a d10 for me.
Sorry. 6.
1, 2, 3, 4. Kunigami. Kunigami is a village in Okinawa. Northern tip. Yeah, sure. Let's go with it. So yeah, you're in Kunigami
Could be a small
village.
little like. Yeah. Well,
It's a very small village. We're talking population like 5,000. So yeah,
I
cool.
mean that's pretty big by village standards.
Also, apparently, I'm not making fictional Japanese villages. That's what we just learned. Cool.
That seems hard.
It's a little harder for me to do that. So yes, we'll go with Wikipedia on this one.
Thank you.
Let's see. Is there anything notable about this? Well, you can see Mount Yonoha, so that's pretty cool. And hey, the official flower is the rhododendron. Anyway, so yes, you guys can teleport into Kunigami and meet up with this individual Backdraft. Who, I suppose, if you do so, why don't you describe who it is they see?
Oh sure, yeah. He's a sort of he has sort of much more of like a uniform about him. It's not very showy, but he is wearing sort of like black, more like tactical looking stuff, much more like form fitting, easy to move in. That does have like a Flight Infinity insignia on it, and that he has sort of like shaved hair and kind of like a little bit of a top knot thing going on, with the sides of his head shaved. Looks like whereas Findon you guys have seen is like just very burly, this guy's very sort of lithe, sort of looks like solid but very sort of limber, very fit, and sort of more of like a stretchy guy, let's say.
He's way stretchier. The problem is, this is a superhero game, so they're picturing Plastic Man now.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah. We'll find out. But yeah, and I will point. He is not Japanese. He is sort of a Caucasian American man.
A Matt Damon, if you will.
Yeah. Not. He's not assuming any sort of like.
David.
Yeah. He's more clean cut. And has kind of a very serious look to him, but not like in a stern way, just like in a very sort of placid way.
Very good.
Hello.
And currently just sort of sitting and drinking some tea. Hello, Topflight. Welcome. I was told simply that you would need my assistance navigating the area, but not what your mission was. Is that something I can be privy to?
Has he been cleared? Have we talked about that?
He's just another branch of us, right?
He's an independent hero. Kind of like he's kind of like what you guys were, like a reservist, but he seems to be
Okay.
Actually, he probably was even like he was probably he could have been thrown onto Topflight like any of you were.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of Topflight's primary members was last seen here communicating with an individual who is a part of. Wait, no, we didn't know that, did we?
No, she's just kind of.
That's the assumption I think we're going off of, right?
Yeah.
You also, if you guys want to simply share with him everything you know, we can say that backdraft.
We'll share with him everything we know. Here is a
sure
data pad.
So yeah, a backdraft. They talk you through kind of what you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And last question on there is.
Well, this is not this.
I like the idea that
but
Zigga,
so they
Zigga.
Yeah, they give you a thing, and it's like areas of interest. Problems with this one is which Spice Girl are you is listed on there.
It is for our girls' night survey.
I guess I've always imagined myself to be more of a sporty Spice.
That is available.
Well, that is kismet then.
Like the idea that if he'd said a different one, you'd have said no.
Let's just move on.
I think I'm a baby
No.
Spice. No, you're not.
No.
we had a fun flight over. Throwback 90s. It was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a long flight from Topflight Tower.
So-
Well, if this is the member of the organization you seek,
You think you can help us?
my investigations have uncovered certain links between what happened to the Tokyo 10 and this organization. I don't know that I will be able to help you find this individual exactly, but hopefully we can at least pick up their trail. And based off of whatever investigation, Philip, I would begin to lead them to where I would know where we could find some information on this order to kind of...
Sounds good. Why don't you go ahead and make me an investigation check? I don't know if that is something that Backdraft is good at, but let's have it happen.
He is, in fact, at least proficient.
Well, damn!
That's caught. There we go. That would be a 23.
With a 23, kind of listening to what they've said. And they have actually provided you with a bit of information, which is this was from the sort of the archives. This was like in that like super locked down information. They are giving you the location of the former monastery. So I would say the two places you would think to go would either be to there is an apartment building that in this kind of general area most recently was the site of kind of like a hit by these ninjas, or you could take them to this now destroyed monastery in the forest.
Thank you for sharing this information. There's some information that will help with my own investigation here. In tracking down our clan that we're looking for, there are two places I can think of. This monastery in the records that you brought me may yield some information. It may even still remain a stronghold for them, though I cannot guarantee that by any means. It could still be abandoned. The other is there is an apartment complex where there was a recent assassination that I determined was by this organization. It is possible we could pick up a trail there, but it has been a few days.
Who was assassinated?
Local businessman.
A local businessman, not anyone of any superhero regiment. That seems to have been just the one time in recent history. But
Interesting.
I am merely here to assist you. So I can present these two paths before you, but I feel like this is your course of action. We are here to rescue your teammate. So whichever decision you think we should pursue, I will defer to you.
Can I communicate with Synth Devil?
Sure.
Synth, do we have any information as to the location from which Shinobi was contacting us through Shinobi Steel?
I was busy at the time crafting a magical barrier of more permanent nature, but if you'd like me to make a computer check now and use what telemetry we can, the DC for this is really high, though. Just
Or
letting
we
you
could
know.
just ask Shinobi Steel.
No, we
Isn't she
can't,
broken into a
because
billion
Findon
pieces?
punched
She
her
did.
into nothing. Which I want to point
That's
out.
right.
Findon can't hear me, he's down in top crypt. But Findon's not on the line with you right now, right?
I don't believe so.
Cool, then I'll talk shit about him. Oh my god, that guy got in big trouble for punching someone really hard and killing them. So what is the thing he does in literally the next fight? After Armament said, let's try to recover this machine, he punched it so hard, it broke into many pieces.
That was slightly more reasonable. We were all in. That was a little more clear. Anyway, yes, please.
And what's with the
Please.
suspenders? Belts are cool.
You know,
Are you wearing a belt?
No, I don't have pants. Devils never wear pants.
Has he been like walking around Winnie the Poohing this entire time?
I don't have a shirt.
And we have never said anything
Okay.
about this.
No, I have no clothing. It is all in my synthetic skin.
Yeah, I believe he also has no genitalia, if I remember correctly.
Yes,
But
true.
well, it's
Philip, the way the comms work, is it like in-ear? So like only they're hearing any of this,
No,
or
no,
just like
Backdraft's hearing it all. That's what he was doing.
ah?
I'm giving you the option
Well.
to make one of two comedic choices right now for this character. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
anyway, Synth. Yes, let's please try
well.
to hone in on those coordinates.
What a useful companion.
Most of the time.
Well, let's try. Again, as I said, I have a big role on this, but the DC is going to be very high. Oh, and he rolls a 3. I can give you approximate area, but unfortunately, yes, I cannot go any more precise than sort of the local relays these things were coming through. She was obviously rather encrypted, and he basically gives you like a big, it's this area, effectively. It's the district you are in, but he can't pinpoint it any more specifically than that. This is not completely surprising, as Shinobi Red was quite skilled at subterfuge herself, of course. In any event, good luck to you all. I have things to do, if it's okay, V.
Yes, thank you.
Cool. I don't be rude. I'm signing out.
No, you're okay. Bye. Have a good one.
What? Oh.
Yes, bye.
Okay.
Over.
Yeah, you do.
Bye.
Sure. Yeah, you guys sign off.
Well, that seems like a stabilizing force you have there. Interesting.
Yeah.
I say that with no disrespect, since Devil is a long-standing member is not the right word, but presence in Topflight.
He's very passionate and fiery.
Especially now.
He
Anyway.
has changed a bit since whenever you probably last saw him backdraft.
Yeah.
He definitely sounded a little more outwardly wahaha.
One must keep their fiery intentions in check, or they can be consumed by them. But, have you decided where we should go?
My internet went out for most of the response, so I don't know.
But
So yeah, your choices are basically you can either go and investigate like the last known activity of this organization from a couple days ago,
so
or
Sith
you.
was not able at all to
No.
determine where.
we're in the right area,
okay.
but he can't.
I
he
rolled a
couldn't-
3,
Okay.
and
Okay.
he doesn't always have hero dice, or he might be saving them for other stuff.
For the fight
Oh,
we're gonna have
no.
in the crypt.
Yeah.
You guys are away.
Yeah, or maybe just that. I think honestly, Synth he's been like really holding on to his hero dice just in case the Hoboken witch calls him, and he's got
Gosh.
to duck her appropriately.
Okay. Well,
He gets to make ghost checks.
let's go to the monastery.
Very well. Just takes like a sip of his, finishes his tea, leaves some money on the counter, or leaves some money on the table. Looks to the sky.
What tea was it?
Mostly I favor green tea in the morning.
Hold on. What the fuck
Hold
time
on.
is it in Japan?
Yeah, no. It was 11 a.m. when we
Yeah.
left.
It's 11
Took 2
a.m.
hours
It
to
was
get
2
here.
hours. Japan is 19 out. No. Japan is 13 hours ahead.
No, it's like because India is 13 hours ahead.
Of New York, of Eastern Coast time.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, because I believe Tokyo's 16 hours ahead of us, so it's 13 hours ahead of. Let's see the difference. 13 hours ahead of Eastern time. I did my math right. So if you guys, it would be. So yes, it is night. So what are you drinking as a night tea?
In that case, simply a rooibos. Just something that's a little bit soothing.
Oh God, I really wonder if you can get rooibos in Kunigami Village.
And sort of as he stands, he sort of looks to the sky and says, "It's a clear night. I don't detect anything that would change the weather. We should be safe moving on. If you wish to go right now in the night, we can do that."
Sorry.
Yes.
Are you implying that there is a way to change weather here?
No, merely I'm observing that I don't think there's anything coming.
Oh, okay.
Make a check. Make a meteorology check.
Wow.
11.
Yeah, you don't think there's anything. You have no sense that anything's coming.
Yeah.
Within 11.
Because it's what? It's like 9 o'clock at night right now? Or is it later? Like later?
No,
No, it's like midnight.
It's after
like 1 a.m., right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
You're at the all-night tea place in Kunigami
Yeah.
Village.
Oh, my 24-hour tea.
Hell yeah.
I would be down.
I've spent a lot of time in the past couple weeks in this place. I have an arrangement with this tea place that sometimes I need to think at night.
Of course, they're fine with it. Kunigami Village, man, they're chill there. That's what they're known for.
It's about building personal relationships.
Oh boy.
And
Really thought you were just gonna meet him in the forest, man. I love it. All right, so
then I will begin to lead them and based off of the information in the archives where I believe the ruins will be.
perfect. So you lead them out, probably with now Teleportia. It's kind of risky for you because you haven't been here. You don't know all this stuff, but
Yeah.
you guys can you can traverse your way out into this forest, not too far from here. Are you going to go stealthily, or are you just gonna like kind of barrel on in?
I would caution stealth.
Then if everyone could
this
please make a stealth check for me, please.
Great. I will use my advantage die here.
Hey, all right.
18.
18, great.
So I got a 3 on my d4.
Okay, so you don't get it back, but you do get advantage on the roll,
Yeah.
nonetheless.
Good thing I did that. So that is a 21.
Nice. Teleportia, 16, and backdraft.
Modified 30.
Modified 30. Okay, so backdraft is very quiet. The rest of you are backdraft very quiet. Lumen is atypically quiet, and then V and Teleportia are fairly quiet. But you all feel that you know, especially kind of like on average, you're being more quiet than not, and you do in fact come to a sort of like a chain link fence here out in the dark. Lumen, you're able to see. Of course, this is dark, but roll a d8 for me. Or actually, you got a dog in your hand. I can roll a d8.
I can no hand him. He's fine. D8 5.
5. It's a relatively clear night, so it's not just like, you know, it's not just like pristine moon shining down, but you have plenty of moonlight to see by. Yes, as you kind of.
Oh wait, we're stealthing.
You are stealthing, yes. But
Never mind.
with your perception and kind of like glowing the moon, I'm sure there's part of you that's like very uncomfortable out here and just walking in the dark forest. But You do see that there is a sort of a chain link fence around an area, and there do appear to be a few, like kind of like stone structural foundations about 60 feet beyond this fence, and then it sort of seems to stretch on. Why don't you make a perception check at this point? We'll still call this bright light, so not disadvantage.
Okay. What is 17?
17. You definitely think there maybe used to be like a large structure here. It's almost like the kind of place where like it doesn't look like ancient ruins, but it looks like there probably was like a, you know, for a couple hundred years there was like a building here, a monastery of some kind, but it doesn't appear to have any like restoration has been done on it, and it's very overgrown inside of this fence, and it seems to really be like just like the fence is like right up against a forest, and in fact like bamboo and other and kind of and like trees have started to grow inside of this fence that to sort of shorter height than around it, not the bamboo but the trees, implying that this area used to be kind of cleared, but nature has been taking it back.
And just so I understand the description, is the fence look like this is happening around the fence? Does the fence look new?
The
or
fence
does it look like it's been there for a while?
Fence looks like it's been there like 15 years. It's like
Okay.
rusted in parts, but it's not like it's not an ancient fence by any means.
Do we have any capability of scanning the area for either life signs or like maybe any technology that might be there?
I don't think any of you have those kinds of tricorder shenanigans with you as part of your power sets.
Sounds
Yeah.
like an armament thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured I'd try.
No, of course.
I
Yeah.
could take a scouting pass if that would help.
That would be great.
Philip, I would like to, if possible, fly up a bit
Okay.
and just like kind of make like a low, kind of quiet, just sort of like sort of just like a you know, like a quick scouting pass over just to see if I spot anything.
Understood. So yes, so kind of you all see Backdraft just sort of, you know, beginning to hover slightly. I would say that Lumen, with your additional perceptiveness, you notice a mild shift in the almost like the humidity around you. It's just a very faint sense. You're not sure what's
Gross.
going on, but then Backdraft kind of hovers up. So Backdraft, are you doing this stealthily?
Yeah, I'm gonna try
So
to basically
first, give me a stealth
sneak.
check.
Sure. That would be a 28.
Cool. So yes, he kind of just sort of hovering, sort of low, going from tree to tree very swiftly, and then make a perception check.
We should add we're gonna add a hero dice to that, because that's a natural 1.
Cool.
That's awesome.
So we're gonna add our D10 to it.
Okay.
It's consistent. It's not the character.
It's
It's
always
you.
people. It's always people.
It's just him.
It's always people. It's never the dice. It's never the character. It's always the person. So that's the 4. So that'll bring it to a 5. So it's a 17.
17. Interesting. Very interesting. Yes, you look around. You don't see any sort of signs of movement or recent presence here at all. You do notice that the sort of, like, there is this, like, you know, there's basically a building in the center here that used to be a large monastery. You think it was, like, wood and stone. Probably... Make a history check.
Sure. Oh, there goes all my impressive stuff, guys. I was super impressive at the beginning of this. That's a 3.
It's like 3,000 years old, maybe 30. It's between 3,000 and 30 years old, this building.
Okay. Great.
And yes, you're not sure how old the building is, but the building's definitely been like torn down, and almost looks like it like you know, imploded somehow. You know, big walls kind of caved in on top of each other like a gingerbread house, and like just like the forest is growing back up around it.
Okay. Okay, then I'll just make a sort of fly back and sort of land back near the group.
Cool.
From my surveying, I did not detect any signs of life, nor really any signs of any presence for some time here. I doubt we will find our ninjas we seek within these ruins, but that is not to say that investigating them is wholly fruitless, for we might find information in here or clues to where other monasteries may be.
Well,
But we could also just forget this and head to the site of the assassination and see if we can pick up a trail there.
let's do that. We need some more immediate information, if you know what I mean. Don't need to know the whole
Yeah.
history quite yet.
Need to find fast.
Understood. So as you guys
Very well.
all creep away from there,
Could we ask Synth to like make a note of this spot, since I think he can track us, and then maybe send someone else to investigate it at like a later time,
sure, yeah, kind
so
of.
that we
No.
can get.
I'm happy to investigate this place. It will be part of my ongoing investigation.
Oh,
here.
okay,
After we have resolved whatever you're on, I will happily
okay.
continue to investigate the location of this.
That makes sense. Thank
organization.
you.
Very
Backdraft.
appreciated backdraft.
So, sort of a very sort of, kind of this kind of fairly quiet conversation that you all have. I suppose you then, you'll just portal back to the city? No problem.
Hopefully.
As you do so,
Everyone on this generation of Topflight gains 10 pounds from the lack of walking they do.
unseen by any of you, however, as you disappear, you were very stealthy in your flight and your approach, but your conversation there at the end, there is a figure in kind of like a black and red ninja suit who sort of, lurking in the shadows, steps out. Swift and silent, running back to report what they've just witnessed here. So, it's now
Philip, can I just ask one quick question?
Mhm.
Was their stealth check an 18?
oh yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
There, I'm aware of. I was comparing these two. What's rough for yours is that you are passive. Their passive stealth is a 17. So
Ugh.
because you rolled a 17, status quo is maintained, and you did not see anyone around. So,
It persists.
in any
It persists.
case, you guys have returned to the village. The all-night tea shop is the only place still open in this village. And it's now like 3 a.m., 2:30, 3 a.m. So, what's the plan?
To the assassination location?
Yes.
Excellent. And I will lead the way there. It's not far.
Wonderful. Yes, you take them, kind of across town to like on the edge. There's a building. All of you, but Lumen are able to fly, so kind of getting up to the balcony on which this occurred should not be difficult. Or you can go into the building and take elevators and such up. You'll probably
I would
be
actually
You'll-
like to take the elevator and stuff up just to look around.
okay. Sure, yeah. You'll be dealing with some locked doors in any event. So, cool.
Can
so,
I use what? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I would let you attempt just a sleight of hand check, sure, to kind of get a door open. The main doors are not locked, or there's a key card situation. But I mean, go ahead, backdraft.
Are there cameras in the elevator?
Well, let's get you into the lobby first.
Oh, okay.
So the front door is locked.
The front door is it's like a key card, like people swipe a key card. It's not Fort Knox or anything. But if somebody wants to make a use computers check, they can do so.
Not my expertise.
Not mine either, but I got a 13. It's not Fort Knox, Philip.
It's not Fort Knox, that's true. Do you want to use a hero dice?
Sure. I'll use 4.
Have a 16.
16. Do you want to use a hero dice? I'm mean,
No.
so I might make you do it. You don't. Yes, with a 16, you are in fact able to just kind of like You look for a minute and you pull out another credit card and you rub it up. Somehow you open it. It's fine. Yes, Teleportia can literally, just like teleport you guys to the other side of the glass door. That's really what you do.
That's what I was thinking.
There we go. So, yes. So, you guys managed to get into the lobby. No problem. So,
and I would like to look around for any cameras, any security devices.
Sure, make
like
a perception check.
Ooh.
I haven't been here at all yet, right, Philip? I just am aware of it, but I haven't been here before. Okay.
Correct.
It's a 22.
22. There are a couple of security cameras.
Okay, and can I see? Is there like a concierge? Not concierge desk, but is there like a doorman or anything?
Not that nice. Not that nice building.
Okay. Would we be able to determine where the footage would be if it was recorded?
Certainly. Yes, you could. You see, like, there's like a little office down here on this floor.
Okay, I will just take note of that.
Okay.
Well,
I apologize. Is our intention to proceed through here undetected? I assume since you were on official business that entering a crime scene would not be an issue.
We can. I'm just surveying the area, making sure we get as much information as possible.
So I understand you are trying to like watch any footage of what happened. That's your plan?
But yeah, if I determine that there's probably a connection between the two, I would like to
try and watch what happened. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Great. So the elevators are over there. You can ride them up. You do notice there is like one camera in the elevator, like under one of those like black hemispheres or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you guys ride up to I think it's like on the 7th floor, you step out and you do see that there is one door kind of where there's like a crime tape over the entrance. Otherwise, it's a very just kind of like nice, tasteful, high-ish end, not like a mega thing, but also this is like, a smaller area. The building doesn't have like active security guard or anything, but yeah. But yeah, you can come to this one door with the police tape over it without really any issue.
Is the door unlocked?
The door is not unlocked.
Is it like what kind of lock is it?
Relatively standard one. I would let a thieves tools. You don't need thieves tools proficiency to do a sleight of hand to try to, jimmy it open.
I have sleight of hand.
Okay.
And that's a nat one. So
V's like, I got 7. This, and breaks something into the door.
Is it? I'm not certain to what level of control I have over this stuff. Is it possible for me to just sort of like touch and sort of melt the lock?
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. Make a do kind of like the attack roll that would be relevant for that, but this is more just like a precision using the same stat basically.
Sure. Okay.
Is that a different dog?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
there's two very similar dogs over there. This one has a little more going on up. Yeah. Oh my lord.
Yeah, this is a different dog than the other.
What it looks like though, like KJ is that you had a dog on your bed and you were like gesturing to that dog like do this, and then you glared at that dog for a minute, and then that dog left and you came in with a different dog.
Changed.
You're like, that's it. You're out. Bring in the other one.
Final strike, man.
All right, Findon.
It's not great. 13.
13. You don't quite melt it before you accidentally start a little fire that you have to kind of put out. So it doesn't. You don't manage to like fully melt the apparatus. At this point, you think pushing it open would be trivially easy for anyone with any strength, but yeah.
I'll push it open.
Sure, make an athletics
After that.
check.
Oh.
Could I potentially? Is there like a hole just big enough for me to look through it? Just
Oh,
24.
24. Yeah, you managed to kind of. And Teleportia's like, well, I can probably see a little, and then
Uh-oh.
V just
Oh.
cracks it open, and kind of off of this like
Good
steaming spot. Yeah, you've opened the door.
I look around.
All right, you guys enter, and you see a relatively like upscale little living room. It has a kind of that almost like mid-century, like it's got like that like a sunken, sort of like area. You kind of step down. There's a sunken sitting area. A couple doors leading back to a couple of bedrooms. A big balcony. The balcony has been like plasticed over, just taped. And it's kind of like rustling in the night. It appears that, and you see a lot of broken glass on the carpet. So you suspect that this house was in whatever happened to the person who was killed here. You also see some bloodstains here on the carpet of this sort of main room. Whatever happened to this person, probably they came in through the balcony.
I will immediately sort of like reach into like one of my pockets and pull out one of those like paper field notes journals.
Sure.
And like flip it open and start like walking around, sort of like taking notes as I try to like take notes and piece together to see if I think this was indeed our ninjas and what I think sort of what happened and where they went.
Understood.
So, backdraft.
Yes.
Why was this significant? Did you have any information about this before, or was it just an assassination?
No, this sort of happened while I was here, but I was unaware of it before it happened. As I said, this was a local business person. I'm not sure how they slighted our clan that we're after. But I do not think it is connected in any way to what we're talking about. I simply think that if this was them, which I do believe it was, based off of the initially off of the sort of strategic, sort of surgical nature of it, perhaps we can pick up clues here to find them.
Where did he work?
Where did he work?
This person would have worked for, this person would have worked for the Oshiro group, actually.
Oh, that's pretty doubtable. That's Shinobi Red's group, right?
Yeah.
So.
Now, it's a huge company.
Yeah.
Et cetera, but this person is connected to, he's an Oshiro group employee.
So, so this individual did work for the Yoshiro group, which does fund Topflight pretty heavily.
Oh,
however,
we know.
However, it is a very large company, and this is a relatively small area. I don't believe this person was in any sort of significant standing, but we should investigate to see if we find anything here that connects it. But it may have just been claiming the territory.
So if you guys want to make investigation checks, anyone can. Any of you can do that if you'd like to. As you kind of just start looking around and trying to find things.
I'm going to throw a hero die on it. I'm going to do a 4.
Always good to throw them on.
As a 1.
That's better. That's what we're looking
So I got a 15.
Okay. You're confident that the person was killed kind of in the middle of the thing. Definitely people like came in here. V, you're also confident that the place was ransacked somewhat, not just by the police later. Like they clearly came in here, killed this person, and also took something.
Okay.
And then what did you have? Teleportia, did you roll? 23. Does that beat Backdraft?
21.
Yeah, so the two of you notice specifically there is a missing painting on the wall, or a missing frame. Like there's a spot where, like with sun damage and kind of like, shadowing around it, there's a place where there was a frame on the wall. You suspect that was taken at this time.
Are there
very
photos of this place from the past, like up online or
Ooh, excellent. That is a use computers check to do some like that's some like social media sleuthing.
Let's do some Facebook digging.
Yeah.
I'm good at that though. If you need help.
Lumen can't do. She would be trash at it. So
Yeah, that was 14 on.
let's just pretend Lumen said, if only there was a way to view the past of this place, and someone else picked up on it.
Well, sure. So some of you are like pulling out phones, looking up
Yeah.
Facebook. Sure.
Can I do like culture or networking check?
No, this is networking. Honestly, because it is a social network. All right, I'll let you do a networking check. Really, it's use computers, but sure.
That wasn't even good.
Okay.
So that was a 12.
Okay.
Can I go out to the balcony to see if there are any exterior cameras?
Oh, sure. Make an investigate or a perception check out there. You just kind of glance around.
Jesus Christ.
I like how new characters, bad rolls.
Yeah.
It's actually debatably worse. Because I tend to roll like 4s with Findon. I'm rolling a lot of 2s tonight. So it's a 14.
The bane of every halfling.
Oh,
two.
yeah.
All right, with a 14,
Don worked his way up to the 4s.
you
Backdraft
don't
is
see-
starting back at the bottom.
You don't see any like super convenient, thing for that. I suppose if you guys want to, I feel like if you keep going to Synth Devil, it's cool. I'm just upping the power of bad guys will eventually show up. Do you want to ask Synth Devil to do a social check on this person?
We have to find out what that picture is. Yeah, I
Well,
would.
Can I just actually, before we do that, I just want to look around now that we know that there's that, to see if there's any just like photographs of like a party or a gathering inside this apartment.
Oh, I'll tell you
Just-
what.
It's like, here's Christmas at this apartment.
Make a perception check for me. But then
Okay.
also, actually here I'll have let's see if the luck of the dog over there will help. KJ, could you roll for me a D12?
Come on, doggy.
12.
Roll. Basically, you want to roll a 12.
Have him blow on it.
Okay. Well, he might just eat it, so no. But I really got a 12.
Got a 12. Okay, so
You want me to point my camera
no,
down?
I believe it.
Okay.
You are the anti-Pierce. So at this
There
time,
must always be balance.
so
17 on my
a
perception.
17 on your perception check. Do you want to add
More
a
of a-
force point?
a dull
Would you like to
pain
add
than
a
a
hero die
piercing.
to that?
I'm thinking about it.
This is a circumstance where I mean, I'll say, you as a player, the character, whatever.
No.
The god exists, and it is the Superman exists, and he's American. To paraphrase the Watchmen, which feels appropriate at the time. There is a picture exists taken by a party in this room, for whatever that's worth. Will you find it with a 17?
I'm gonna use my D12.
All right. Watch him roll a 1.
Stop.
I rolled a 12.
Roll a 12.
Nice.
So we just had double 12s. If the next D12 actually, hold on, I need D12s, not right now, but next D12s will give them the other people. If everyone
Awakens all
rolls
the
a 12,
slayers?
That's amazing. Yeah,
Clock
exactly.
out.
So
Perfect.
that's a 29. now.
With a 29, you're looking around and you're like not seeing anything, but then there's like a shelf, and it's got some like not hanging pictures, but like kind of like pictures, and you do find back there kind of an older print. There is a photograph of a party in this room, and really the 29 is that's only half of that amazing roll as you spotting this, but it's you pick it up and you look at it, and you can actually make out what that is a photograph of on the wall. It is a photograph of a monastery.
Does it look like
Very much.
where we just were?
It looks very much like the monastery where you all just were. With one notable difference.
That
It is This is with your 29, like you're zooming and enhancing with your eyes, basically.
Yeah. Enhance.
Enhance, yes. It is labeled not as the Monastery of the Severed Heart or anything about that. It is simply described as the Kaga School.
The Kaga School.
Mm-hmm.
And does that ring any bells to me?
Make a history check. Not at... you have been investigating it. Roll with advantage.
Advantage, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Philip. That was very helpful. History? Modified 20.
There was someone or some basically thing that was I don't want to just have everything be called like the group or whatever, but basically Kaga, Takeshi Kaga was an individual, or Kaga Takeshi, was a person who was employed by the Ashiro group several years ago, was involved in a lot of charitable work and giving. The idea that this person maybe had a school that would have been like based in like an old monastery like that kind of adds up with elements of what you knew.
Well, based off what I sort of can surmise from this photograph and what was on the wall, that we were in the right place, perhaps earlier. That monastery, why would they take a photograph of that monastery if it was not of significance? I don't know if it's a trophy, as they continue to sort of, because that monastery was originally named for another member of Oshiro group. So perhaps it's a further trophy as they claim this territory, or perhaps they're trying to cover their tracks.
Or maybe there's something in the frame.
Also possible, but
Well, either way,
We should probably just go back.
yep. Has daylight broke yet? Or
No.
it's still...
It's still
Okay.
middle of the night.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh man. Perhaps it's because of excitement at sort of hearing something. You've seemingly found something, whatever. There is this momentary like sound. It is not, or at least let me take that back. For Backdraft and Lumen, you both hear a rustling, kind of coming from one of the back bedrooms, that hallway, and you both see this sphere being thrown out, swirling already, kind of a mist pouring out of it. A cloud.
You should all brace yourself.
Uh-oh.
It lands, I will say, because of that bracing and because of like you guys saying this, everyone can have advantage on the following. Can you all please make a Constitution saving throw as
Okay.
a cloud of mist kind of pours out around
I
you.
got a 19.
19.
28.
28.
Jesus.
I got 16.
16. All right. And Teleportia?
17.
17, huh? Well, Teleportia and V, you both fall unconscious.
God damn it.
Oh, frick.
The other two, however, like held your breath and your eyes are watering in this kind of knockout cloud, very similar to what Shinobi often throws out, you know, through in that elevator that time when V was running off into areas. But amidst this kind of stuff, I think one
Just keep getting hit by a V. You'll eventually develop an immunity.
It's
like
attempt.
Is that
Iocane
how it
powder.
works?
Yeah, you just gotta get hit by it enough.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
iocane powder. That's how that works.
I'll work on it.
I like to
All right.
imagine V just in her free time just throwing gas bombs at herself.
Who
Be like,
was
yeah.
who was holding the picture that showed the picture?
That would be me.
Backtrack.
I was sort of.
Would you please make your choice of an athletics or acrobatics check? Someone is trying to pull that out of your hand.
Oh, well, that's 100% going to be acrobatics.
I can't, but that's so shocking. Findon would have done athletics, you know.
It's a good thing he's not here. 23.
With a 23. It is ripped out of your hand. Actually, let me rephrase this.
What?
It is delicately plucked out of your hand. And someone through the heavily obscured mist around you, actually will say, not in perfect Japanese, will say, "Domo arigato," and then you feel them running through the mist.
Is there
Was it like
so,
offensive, not perfect, or was it
No.
just like okay?
Kind of more just like you guys are speaking English. It sounds like somebody who
It's like
can
an
speak
accent,
English. Somebody could
Okay.
have spoken English and instead was like, "Domo arigato." Yoink.
okay, Philip. I want to place myself in a way where this won't affect any of Topflight,
Okay.
but I would like to then like bring my hands together and throw a steam burst through that mist.
Oh, okay, great. A steam burst. Perfect. Okay, I will go ahead and make a perception check because this person is, kind of like dodging and weaving, and also just for you to remember where they all were, just kind of to get your sense.
Disadvantage or just straight up?
I guess technically it would be disadvantage.
Okay. It's okay. It can't be much worse than that first roll. So.
Fair enough.
It's exactly the same. 2 5s.
2 5s.
So it's a 17.
A 17. You think you have the right zone. I'm going to give them advantage on resisting it, basically, because you're sort of in it. But yeah, so go ahead. So it's a con save on their part?
Yes, it's a Constitution save.
Let me get 2 pink die here. A natural 20. So,
Oh my god.
con save, we say? Cool. That would be a 30.
30. That will succeed. Trying to see it.
I think they take.
I think they still take some damage. So
yeah. So roll
the
your
way that we have it.
Yeah, roll the fire.
Oh right, it's 2.
Oh, you know what? Because actually they take because it is all creatures. It's a save or suck basically.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So you blast this steam, and you guys, those Lumen, you're still conscious. Yeah, V, you're relaxing.
So Lumen, you see like out of one hand like a beam of fire, and out of one hand like a jet of water colliding to like burst steam forward.
Steam heat. That being said, Lumen, you barely see it because the whole thing is covered in like knockout gas. But you shoot that, and you can barely make out a figure kind of like flipping around. This figure seems to be carrying like a long like pole arm with a giant like blade on the end of it, like a halberd type thing.
Cool.
And this person is like diving around, and you hear a sound, and suddenly like just like a bunch of like new air is being wafted into the room. As this person has simply cut the plastic sealing this and has sort of dipped out. And you see kind of like, just
I
like...
need to stop letting you finish your sentence.
No, go ahead.
Well, no, I was gonna... Does Lumen have access to all cleric first, second, and third spells, or just healing ones?
I think we said just the healing ones. What is it you want to do?
I was gonna like hold person. Hold
person? Interesting. Yes, I think we only gave you the healing
just the healing
stuff.
ones. Okay, never mind. Ignore that.
It's kind of fun. Do you want to give me your D20 for the day? You can hold person. You can make the check.
No, I don't want to use something and then.
I mean,
like rely on it later.
Your understanding of D&D rules has no indication that a monk-like person would be good at wisdom saves. So, do it.
No, I just mean like I don't want to use it and then like later down the line just be like, oh, I can just do that again, and then basically have to sacrifice my D20 every freaking time.
That's what I want.
I know that's what you want.
I know, but I'm a bad person. All right, fair enough. So yes, Lumen, you sort of reach to do it. You could shoot a blast or something, but yes, as you do that, but as this sort of clears as it was cut there, you kind of see like leaping out, spinning backwards. Again, V and Teleportia don't see this. They sleep in. You guys see kind of spinning out. There's this woman. She's in black, gold, and pink armor with these hearts prominently placed around. She's kind of like hanging in the air, like holding her in one hand and holding this photo in the other, and she kind of hangs just over the balcony for a moment before dropping. The two of you can take actions now if you'd like.
Yeah. I will begin to sort of search for V and Teleportia to try to wake them.
Okay, cool. Yes, that actually no checks required for that. Enough smoke is now getting out of the room because of that. It's just kind of slightly obscured, and you can sort of rouse them both. Lumen, what would you like to do?
I don't know. We're all like, this is a new day. Like, we're all full of health. There's no.
If you lost health to Shinobi Steel, you are not. That happened today. If you were damaged by Shinobi Steel, you were still damaged.
Didn't we have a short rest on the plane?
Oh, you could have taken a short rest on the plane. That is fair. Sure. Absolutely. Yeah. We can do the actual accounting of how many hit die you used for that. But yes, that is true. You definitely could have.
Lumen will just run over to the balcony then.
Okay.
And try and just see if she can see where.
Cool. Make a perception check as you look over. As you look down. Didn't roll.
20. Why am I 25?
25. You see about 30 feet down, kind of like, like just like a few floors below. You're up in the 7th floor. You see there's like a kind of like a puff of smoke that is still sort of spreading. But with that 24, I guess technically I'd roll but even worse than that. You
5.
can, however, you glance down and you do see a figure wearing that stuff, like running on the street below, as if some sort of ninja teleportation, which you guys have seen Shinobi do periodically, kind of just like jump and instantly be a little further away, and like a puff of smoke.
Okay.
So it seems this person has made it to the ground.
Okay. That sucks.
You can see them. You could Volo blast them. They're still in range of that.
Sure, I will Volo blast.
Go for
then.
it.
Okay. 21.
Would you like to add a hero dice? You don't have to.
Yeah, let's add a D6.
Understood. Roll it if you'd like to. Their armor class is 22, so literally by adding one, you have hit them.
Perfect. Well, I got a 1, so.
There you go. Well then, there you go. Skin of your teeth. Yes, go ahead and roll your damage on that.
All right, so 3d10.
Oh, that's right.
Should I?
Yeah, roll it.
Okay. 8 plus 6 plus 3, 17 plus 6, 23.
23. Okay, so has to roll high for this. Because of the Bicento that Nightheart wields, she is going to attempt to do the deflect missile, which she can do to energy-based weapons because of her weapon. So she's going to try to kind of reduce that damage and possibly even completely block it. So she rolls a d10 and gets to add, 23. This is... she reduces that. She only takes 2 points of damage from that.
What the actual fuck?
Monks are cool, and that's what my ninjas are. There you go.
Then if there is now a moment, I will sort of look at V and Teleportia, sort of gaining their bearings and say, I believe those which you seek were here and are retreating. We should be up and after them.
I'd say so.
And then I will run and jump off the balcony and begin flying after.
Understood. So you'll fly after. So also make a perception check.
Sure.
You have to. It's above your. She rolled.
Yeah, it's above my passive.
Lumen beat it with a 25. That's what you know at this point.
I'm going to be scanning.
Okay.
That's a 16.
Yeah. It's around here somewhere. Yeah. You're kind of doing some stuff. All right. At this point, it is that individual's turn once again. So I'm just going to have them make one more stealthy check. Cool. So, basically we'll sort of be in soft initiative. What would you all like to do? But at this point, Lumen, you hit her, she kind of spun back and deflected, and your light kind of arced, and you saw it like deflected off, and she still kind of winced a little from it, but didn't take as much as she should have. And then you see it like just kind of like, lit up like underneath a car over there. And then she kind of ran around a corner. You can no longer see him. You can no longer see her, but at this point, Backdraft is kind of flying in the wrong direction, kind of looking around. What would you all like to do?
I mean, I can tell him the direction, but I don't know.
Sure, you can say that he can go that way next time.
Yeah.
I'll follow Backdraft.
V kind of flies that after Backdraft. Teleportia.
I'll make a portal around, like a little bit further, or around the same area where she shot at her, and then I'll fly through the portal.
Cool. So you kind of
look for
so
her.
two of you are flying kind of.
Oh,
up
I'll
wherever.
go through that portal.
You go there. You guys go through the portal. The two of you have gone through that portal. You can make perception checks for me. V and Backdraft, you sort of now see them over there, so you can kind of begin moving in that direction if you'd like.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Cool.
I got a 22. I am throwing a force point at Hero Die.
Don't do that. I want her to escape.
I know what you want. I don't care.
Okay, go ahead.
7. So 29.
29. Did you have over a 26? Teleportia? Cool. So Lumen kind of comes out there, and like, I like to imagine that at this point Lumen's just like, screw it, like full lights in all directions, just shining so you can see. And you do see just like the hint of like a shadow of a foot kind of like having disappeared around a corner, and you're like, got her. So you guys can rush in that direction if you'd like.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll be trying to like aerially spot.
Okay. Cool. So basically, with you having spotted her, we'll kind of sort of say the whole group is moving to where she's going. This will be another. I'll have her make one more stealth, and you can all make perceptions.
I'm gonna use my D4 to have advantage.
That was not a good roll
I
on
got
her part.
a 4.
Dang.
Ooh.
I get it back.
Yeah.
And we were rolling perception?
Yep.
I have
21.
21.
21.
Yeah.
21. Okay.
31.
Ugh.
Oh, good. Okay. Because I really didn't want to use another hero die.
So basically, now you're like, she's over there. Like, no, she's not. But Backdraft kind of flying is like, wait, she's there. Backdraft, you see her. How high up are you flying, do you think?
I'd say I was probably staying at like the level we were at. So
Okay, so you're like 70, 80 feet in the air.
Yeah.
So yeah, you spot her down. She's 70 feet below, and she's about like 50 feet that way. She seemed to have kind of like doubled back, done some crazy parkour stuff, and now she's running on another side. If Teleportia could have seen it, she'd be like, "That's rad."
That's right.
Seeing her, can I throw a fire blast at her? There's a 120 foot range.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
All right, take a fire blast shot.
25.
25 will hit. So,
Okay.
go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeah. All right. So that is 34 points of fire damage.
Oof. Well, she'll reduce it by 20. But sort of
Whenever
like,
you watch, she has at the start of her turn. Oh no, she has to make a dex save at the start of her turn. Yeah.
Or remaining on fire. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
just trying
she'll
to make her. I think she'll probably make it, but
She'll probably make
I'm not really trying to hurt her.
You're trying to
or
like,
just, like
give it
make
kind
her
of
easier to find.
Exactly. Sure. Well, I'll say
she's on fire.
If she's
easier
still
to
on
find.
fire next time. So Will, I'm kind of going. You guys do it to her. She does a turn. So
Yeah.
first thing, deck save on her part. What is her old deck save modifier? What's your DC?
19. It's probably impossible for her.
If
to
she
fail.
rolls a 1, she fails.
Okay.
She doesn't roll a 1. So you guys see it for like half a second. I'm going to give her a -2 penalty to her stealth check here, of like where like the flames and the smoke were, but you don't have advantage on the whole thing. Kind of different, like advantage is usually translating to +5. This would be kind of be a -+2, -2, etc. Okay, now she rolls very good on this, and because she is trying to get away, I am going to throw is it a hero or a villain die I'm putting on this? Who knows yet? So complicated. Okay, cool.
What color was the die that you rolled, though? Just
Pink?
Just wondering.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
she is
no,
pink.
Pink
Oh.
with gold.
he was wearing pink, so
Yeah.
he would use
Yeah.
pink.
She's mainly wearing black, but I don't have a black, pink, and gold die, so I'm rolling my gold and pink die. Cool. Yes. Okay, she has a number for her stealth check. You may all attempt to spot her.
Perception still?
Perception still, yes.
27.
19.
Also 27.
27, 27, 19. Are we staying with the 27s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. You no longer see her.
Bitch.
Oh.
Okay, at this point, well, I will do is I'll sort of, if I can, start flying down.
Mhm.
to
And bear in
sort
mind,
of-
you guys can keep looking for her, like maybe, et cetera,
Yeah.
et cetera. But we'll
And
end this little initiative kind of chase sequence we were doing.
Yeah. I will just sort of fly down towards to them and just sort of, once I get within earshot of Teleportia and Lumen, I do believe we know where she is headed. Or they are headed. So
Yes.
perhaps
we
we
should go back
try
to
to
the.
beat them there.
Yes.
We do have an advantage with your teammate here.
Excellent.
I'm down.
So, that's definitely within 60 miles if you just want to go back. So basically, you guys were like looking through, you were on the outside of a fence, you were looking through it, you saw kind of like a bigger building, you didn't have the aerial view at that point, so where do you want to put your portal? You've basically seen, like a lot of the now overgrown grounds, and you've seen this kind of building in the center, kind of that has been knocked down for decades. Where would you like to put your portal?
In one of the safest places I think is possible
Okay.
at the moment.
Make an investigation check. Let's see kind of what you figure
Okay.
would be the safest place. Roll a 1, roll a
I'm gonna
1.
get.
Roll
I
a
know,
one.
right?
Don't you dare.
Oh my god, it was but I thought it was a 1.
Was it a
It's
7?
just like, no, it's a 7. I swear.
Yeah.
It's a freaking
1s and
7.
7s it's often that horror of, oh my god, well, that's a 7. Well, that's still bad, yeah. So what does that give you for investigation?
12.
12. It's not terrible. Okay, so you,
Yeah.
do you want to add a hero dice or anything to that? Don't have to.
No.
Okay. So
I'm
you're
good. Yeah,
like,
no.
but you sort of teleport them back, and you sort of teleport inside the grounds of this place. Kind of like landing amid sort of like some of the wild bamboo growing. You're about 40 feet from the nearest. You're kind of like 20 feet inside of the 20 feet inside of the fence. You kind of just land there on kind of like a relatively flat area. Are you like all immediately in stealth mode, or you're just like getting through as quick as possible?
Yeah, I would like to be
Maybe-
stealthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So-
think we should.
Oh, okay.
Stealth checks.
Never mind.
Well, yeah. So and honestly, yes, Lumen. Are you going to turn off all your lights as you go in?
If the consensus is that we're doing stealth, yeah, I just thought, they clearly know we're looking into them. They're gonna be here. We might as well just barrel through and try to figure things out faster than them. But it's fine.
Sure.
Stealth.
So you kind of make the stealth checks as you're just kind of okay. Cool.
16.
16,
Yeah.
Also 16.
16, 16. Teleportia roll something cool. I can tell.
8.
Yeah.
18.
Ooh, okay, so yes, so average would be okay. Great, so you guys land there, and you definitely make a little bit more noise, like lights coming off. Teleportia especially comes through a little late through the
Hit
portal,
some branches.
and kind of just whacks some branches and stuff. And it's like you're like, this place should be safe. Walk directly into bamboo, like God, etc. But you all are there and close the portal behind you, etc. So you're here.
I want to sort of immediately start scanning around to see if I spot any, like, an ambush or anything like that.
Go for it.
I'm gonna use my D4 to get
Hey,
advantage.
Why not? That you often roll 4s on that. You don't roll great with the D20, but a lot of the time you'll be like
Only the last 2 sessions, and I rolled a 1, so
Okay, fair enough.
no one's gone. Okay. Oh, that is 2 17s.
Hey,
So that is 29.
there you go. So you kind of come through, and you're looking around as you sort of like you spend a moment being stealthy, but as you get your bearings, they also rolled a 1, and you do see like moving around the area as if like already somewhat on alert, but having spotted you and you spotting them. There are a number of, we'll call them kind of like lesser ninjas,
Sure.
kind of like taking positions and drawing swords and pulling out stars and like kind of like circling you
Okay.
all there.
I will just say then, Lumen, you can light it up. We're surrounded.
Okay.
Okay. Lumen, do you want to do anything beyond just turning on your normal glows and everything?
Without knowing where everyone is, I don't know that I really can. Yeah. No, just make it bright.
Understood. So at that point, you make it bright, and you do see that there are like 6 figures around you with, like blades up, and they all kind of in the light, they all instinctively sort of like back away for a second before preparing, kind of like rearing back, preparing to go in. And I would assume, given your role, I think we'll say that Backdraft can speak Japanese. I would think you would not be a good person to be on this mission if not. Do any of the other characters, we haven't really talked about language. Does any of you other think you happen to speak Japanese? I guess I could believe Teleportia, given her apparent ninja enthusiasm.
No, I think
She's
teleport
just a weeb.
that bad.
Yeah, she's just a weeb.
She's just a weeb.
So both in that case, Teleportia and Findon hear a voice, kind of like a kind of like gruff, grizzled voice saying in Japanese, "Attack!" And as the 6 figures like rear back, preparing to lunge in on all of you, that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Okay,
My
ninja
dice ready
battle.
for initiative.
Exactly. Well, very good, everyone. I've really been taking all these games to 2 hours recently, and the plan was like hour and a half to 2 hours, and this fight won't be over in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
No, it's
no,
not.
But
It's a good spot to end it.
very fun. Well, great. And you guys have met Nightheart. Ooh, Nightheart. Is she friend or foe? Former lover or just rival? What is her involvement in this? What is so interesting about that picture? Is there something hidden in the frame?
Also, I would say why not both?
That's
She could. I don't know why she has to be either or.
well, she's. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
she's not. She's just one of them.
Man,
It's just
I
one.
wanted a jilted love story.
It's
And-
not
Oh,
a love
it's
story.
gonna
That's
be
that's
all.
with Whisper.
Yeah, that's with Whisper.
She could have many of them.
Maybe
Shinobi
Whisper.
got around.
The idea that all of like Red
They cheated
Shinobi's like
with her.
enemies, quote unquote, are just former lovers does not look good on Red Shinobi.
Yeah, Red Shinobi's just like we have to take them out. They're evil.
She
And
like,
it's
when Red Shinobi breaks up with you, Red Shinobi breaks the fuck up with
She
you.
burns the fucking bridge. There's no going back.
Like Red Shinobi
Oh my
is
God.
like Red Shinobi breakups are the origin stories of villains.
I do think
Yeah.
that V, you need to date Whisper just so that you can like try to get back at Captain Eldritch, except
V doesn't know.
he won't care. Honestly, he'll probably be like
care. Yeah.
cool. Yeah, it's fine. Hey, whatever. Whatever we're doing. We're not exclusive. All right.
V doesn't know any of this. I don't know what's going on with them.
Indeed.
Well, have you tried having a conversation,
Oh
V?
my God.
Yeah.
I can't. that's knowledge that V doesn't have.
No, but have you tried just having a conversation with Dustin about what the nature of your relationship is?
She doesn't want to be in a relationship with him, but she's gonna be. I don't
It
know.
feels like that's something you should communicate then.
Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. Backdraft. What's your deal?
Oh, no, thank you.
Oh no. No,
I can change my hair color.
But wait, would you still say that to Ginger Spice? Oh boy, Spice World, everybody.
Spice World.
Well, fun session. I appreciate everything that you all brought to this one. Next week we'll, I don't know, kind of Dan will just have to sit there while Armament's not present for a rad ninja fight until I guess maybe he shows up miraculously somehow with. Who knows what'll happen? The point is, we are in the Topflight event of the season.
If I know anything about like ninja / samurai movies, it's totally possible that this showdown could last 2 hours, and Armament could fly here in the time it takes us to have this fight.
It'll just be.
Oh, gosh.
It'll just
We'll just
be.
be putting up.
It would be so great if it took
Dragon
real
Ball Z.
time. The actual session of fighting, the actual combat took 2 hours, and at
Dragon
the
Ball
end of it,
Z.
Armament gets to arrive, and then we end
Hey.
next week's session.
Be about right. Well, that was great. Well, thank you everyone for checking this out. We hope that you're enjoying. We hope you're enjoying what you're seeing on Topflight. If you are, I guess follow us. I don't know how any of that works. What should I say to that effect?
Follow is great.
Follow.
Follow us.
Follow.
Join the Discord.
Yeah,
if you
join
like,
our
and
Discord.
especially if you're new here, Philip writes recaps of every episode, so you can kind of get the
Super
summaries
useful.
if you don't want to watch
Do that.
17. If you don't want to watch, they're very fun, but if you don't want to watch like 30 hours,
I'll tell you which ones to watch of Topflight. Here's which one to watch.
Oh, yeah,
This one.
4,
13 was
9,
pretty good.
13 was fun. If you're gonna watch 13, watch. So basically, it's 1, 4, 9, then 12 and 13, or skip
I don't.
14, and then obviously tonight, which was 18.
Yeah, that's pretty much that'd give you the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Star Wars coming up. Horror every Friday.
Horror every Friday. Star Wars is not officially, but we're probably gonna try to run a Star Wars thing. I don't have that confirmed yet with players, so that's not a public announcement yet. But but yes, horror every Friday. That is true. We might be trying to run a Star Wars game. That is, I guess I'll just say
There are
that.
plans in the future.
There's plans.
We're
for the
working on
future.
other shows.
But
Lauren, you are
now-
Tom Holland in Marvel. You're just.
Yeah, you're our Tom Holland / our Mark Ruffalo.
I was not told not to say it, so
I'm sure that's what he thinks too. I mean,
I feel like you should take the opposite assumption of what you're doing.
yeah, but
I
Fair
was
enough.
told.
in any event, though, yes, horror game on Fridays, Blood from a Stone. Things have really been getting crazy over there. We had 2 weeks of no player deaths and basically no combat, and that ended hard last week. Although we do now have our first person who survived 5 sessions and is a level 1 character, largely because his character literally doesn't go to the fights. It's like, yeah, you guys go in. I'm gonna stay outside. Yeah.
are you reserving a very special demise?
No, the
If it
dice
comes
will
to
the
that.
dice will do it.
Yeah.
Inevitably, he will stay outside a fight, and something worse will have
Yeah.
been staying outside too, and then
Yeah.
he'll be alone, and
There
that
it
thing
is.
will eat him.
There it is.
But I'm not devising that. That's just that will happen.
Yeah, just a matter of when.
We also had, I think, 3
is it
more.
every 5 sessions
And-
you survive as a level?
Yes, if
Yeah.
you end 5 sessions, you get to gain a level.
But
Okay.
being a
One
level
person's
1
done.
character is
Oh yeah,
not any safer.
Yeah, no. I mean,
And eventually everyone becomes Paul Reiser in Aliens, right?
but that's their current
Oh, fuck.
dread clock. They're at 7. Every time they get to 13,
Wow.
another dread storm happens, and those are fun too. Anyway, enough about that other show. Topflight is cool. Superheroes are good. Are you a DC or a Marvel? Snyder cut, right? God. Anyway, fun times, everybody. Oh no, now it's the Ayer cut. That's where I apologize. My references are old.
We're up to the Schumacher cut now. We're looking
I
for
don't
the
even know what
Schumacher
any
cut.
of that means.
I-
I didn't even see the first one.
I would love to see the Schumacher cut of Batman Forever. I would love to see that. And Batman and Robin. Oh my God.
I actually would like that.
Batman Forever is
Those
a
I've
movie
seen many
that
times.
like when I was a kid I was like Batman Forever is good, Batman and Robin's garbage. That's not true. They're both bad.
But
But
good.
they are fun.
They are.
My name is Victor Fries. Learn it well will be the chill harbinger of your doom.
And what a way to end this.
Yeah,
Anyway.
anyway, ninjas. Here's a real point. Did anybody here or in cyberspace anywhere go and see the Snake Eyes movie that just came
No.
out?
No.
Not yet.
Yeah.
No, but it
Definitely
looks
not.
good.
I know. It probably is. I'm telling you.
So good.
I'm telling you, the Larry Hama stuff, like the comic books of Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow are very fun. Like legit, that's really fun stuff of G.I. Joe. Anyway, enjoy the evening, everybody. And as we say when signing off here, have a top night. Bye.